What's going on YouTube? It's Venny here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best strikers in FIFA 21 to get in your team. This will be players at different price ranges to help you build them. We're going to be doing players from under 50k, under 10k, under 100k. You literally say a price, we've probably got some sort of option for you guys to pick from. Keep in mind though, we are not going to be covering the icons in here. That might be for our later date video. But I thought I'd just show you guys the basic gold standard players who are the must-have strikers in FIFA 21. If you are new around here, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. It helps me grow. My aim is to try and get 5k at the end of this year. So that is the plan. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment of your favourite strikers in FIFA 21 too, because there might be some players who are missed here. So yeah, let me know in the comments who your favourite strikers are in FIFA 21. But let's get into the video. Right, up first we've got the main man, Richarlison. I actually just butchered his name, Richarlison. Quite a big favourite at the start of the year. This guy was going for like 30, 40k straight off the bat, which was a bit surprising when obviously packing him at the start. And I was like, he's 40k already? But obviously a lot of people rated that 5-star weak foot very highly from last year. He's also got a very decent card with that 5'11", high, right footed, 4-star skills, 83 pace, 78 shooting, 72 passing, 81 dribble, and 80 physical. He's very good as your sort of like target man, big man striker who could just put the ball in the net. Obviously, he hasn't got that pace, which a lot of these players will have, but he's got decent sprint speed. So even though his acceleration is quite slow, once he's get going, he is off the mark. And just obviously decent little shot power and finishing inside the box. This guy in the box, he will score goals, especially with that 5-star weak foot. You can go either way, whatever way you decide to actually go with. So Richarlison is the first person we are looking at here. But yeah, he's that sort of big man. I think he's like, it says he's 5'11", but he seems taller again, like a 6'1" striker, might be totally real. But yeah, not a bad option for the Premier League cheap options. Obviously, he's Brazilian as well, which gives you some nice links to look at. Up next, we've got Rodrigo, who's obviously got a want-to-watch card here to look out for if Leeds play well. Obviously, if he gets a few upgrades, this card could look absolutely lethal. 6 foot, high, medium, left-footed, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, 91 pace, 79 shooting, 76 passing, 81 dribbles, 71 physical. Absolute pace merchant Premier League striker, which is probably like a fan favourite, low-key, isn't it? Like any pacey like Premier League strikers is like the go-to. I remember like back in the day with Bonahor, being like the main guy for that, but like old school 4-1-2-1-2 with the pacey strikers was the way forward, and Rodrigo obviously suits that to a T. Left footed as well, very decent stats all on his cards. Obviously his main thing about him is obviously his shooting. He does have that weak foot, which is a little bit daunting on the 3-star, but I don't actually think weak foot's too much of an issue this year. Of course he's going to miss a lot, some crucial chances on the right foot, but he's got a decent little left foot on him, and he's going to put the ball in the back of the net. If you're looking for that pacey striker up top, gives you some nice links as well from the Spain, from the La Liga or the Premier League. He could be your guy to go for on that. Obviously, these players are looking about, I don't even know, probably like under 10k. I know Richarlison's probably like 4 or 5k now. So yeah, have a look at these players. Up next, I don't want to say his name until it is Alex Teixeira. Can somebody tell me how to pronounce his second name, by the way, because he is in my Rose Glory team? He is in my Rose Glory team. I'm actually using him out as a winger currently. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high-low, 5'9", 93 pace, 76 shooting, 73 pass, 81 dribble, 72 physical. What I'm going to say is as well, before we get too much into the video, there's a lot of players here what I'm recommending who are cheaper and faster than these big name players. So I'm going to say, for example, I know a lot of people who play FIFA might just get like Harry Kane, Luis Suarez because they've got that crazy rating. Rating doesn't really mean anything really on this game. It's all about how they feel in game, and these are the players who feel the most overpowered in the game, in my opinion. Yes, but Alex Teixeira, the guy who I am using on the wing in my Road to Glory, he's obviously a decent little striker if you want to play him out there. He's just got a load of pace up forward. With a decent dribbling and a decent pace, he could be an absolute wing merchant for me. And we actually achieved 28-2 with him on the wing, so good job from him. But yeah, as I said, he can definitely be an option through the middle for you. And he's also got a rule breaker card out here, which I would say is more suited for striker, not a winger. Or a central cam would be the two positions I would use him. Obviously, because they've downed his pace, but he's got a lot better shooting. And I think his dribbling's gone up as well, slightly, yeah. So have a little look at him if you've got that budget and you enjoy his normal card and you want to, go, you know what, I want to get that guy as a top level finisher, and I think that would give him that top level finishing style to him. Up next, we've got somebody from the League One, Memphis Depay. He's got 5-star skills this year. I think he had 5-star skills last year as well, and the year before that, but he's obviously got an inform too. 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, high low, 5'9", 86 pace, 83 shooting, 81 pass, 83 dribble, 80 physical. Just an option from the League One. There isn't too many options really when it comes to League One players. We've got him and Ben Yedder, who's also later on in the list. But yeah, for a cheap option from a League One player, 5-star skills in my opinion is way more crucial than 5-star weak foot this year. So that is like one of my main things when I'm looking at my strikers now. I think literally in my main team, everyone's 5-star skills, and in my Road to Glory team, all of them but Tessera is 5-star skills, just because it's so useful this year. Just the way skill moves come off is so crucial with how people defend and play on this game. So that's what I'm looking for, and Memphis Depay obviously has that 5-star skills for you to have. Up next is somebody from the Serie A, Lautaro Martinez, an absolute finisher. Last year this guy was crazy. At the start of the year, obviously I think it was the first time he actually had like a decent little gold card on him and people got his hands on him, and he was an absolute finisher. And he got a few like future style cards, what was decent as well. 4-star, 4-star, high, medium, 5'9", 83 pace, 82 shooting, 71 pass, 85 dribble. Obviously he doesn't come with loads of pace, but his finishing is probably one of the best you're going to get for his price. I think he's probably like 2k, maybe a bit more, because obviously he's 84 rated. He's decent enough on the ball with that 85 dribble, but the main thing is really his finishing. So in front of goal, he's going to be a finisher. He's going to put that ball on the back of the net, and all these people who I'm showing you are going to have a very good finishing on them. Even if it does say like some of them have 80 finishing, I'll tell you now, it does not feel 80 finishing in game. But Martinez is definitely an option for the Serie A cheap teams if you are looking into doing that. Up next, we've got some Bundesliga options for you guys. Obviously, I'm showing you guys players at certain price ranges in different leagues. So at the start of this video will be players probably between 10 to 50k. 0 to 50k. And then obviously as the video goes on, I will be upping the price, so you guys get to see the best of everyone. Rashishka, I think is how you say his name. 88 pace, 79 shooting, 74 passing, 83 dribble, 5'10", high medium, 4-star, 4-star. This guy can play out on the wing, can play central cam, can play striker, can play in all three of them positions really, same as Alex Tessera. Really nice on the ball though. 93 acceleration, 84 sprint speed is a bit naff, but that acceleration with a good agility is crucial for getting away from people. As you can see, he's got very good shot power. He probably is more suited for that cam role with that shot power and long shots. If you get that opportunity outside the box to take them shots, obviously the 76 finishing, he definitely feels a little bit better than that. And obviously you can give him a Kev style what will up that finishing too. But very nice little Bundesliga player for you guys, very decent on the ball. Another Bundesliga option is He-Chan. This guy I was using at the start of my Road to Glory. Absolute pace merchant, 94 pace, 93 shot, 91 agility. I think he's got a one to watch SBC, so if you guys have done that, I don't know how often he plays and how often he's going to get an upgrade, but for a cheap option with loads of pace, it's definitely a viable option for the Bundesliga. I think Bundesliga lacks a lot of top quality strikers as well, so He-Chan, if he can get a couple win forms and a couple upgrades, he might be that main man from the Bundesliga to go for it, especially if he gets like a team of the season, let's say. Obviously that's a long way away, but that card could be absolutely serious. 3-star skills, 4-star weak foot though. I was using them as a winger personally. That's the thing though as well I want to mention with these players, just because they're set as a striker, I feel like some of them are better used out wide, and that's usually just comes down to their dribbling and their pace. And some wingers are better for strikers, but I'll do that in a different video. Like I'll say like I don't know what I'll title it, but it'd be like best players out of position or something like that. I'm not really too sure, but He-Chan is an option for you guys. And then we're getting to the last lot of the cheap guys, and this will be from La Liga. Inaki Williams as one of the options. Obviously we got his basic card with the 94 pace, but then we've also got these rule breaker SBCs. I know a lot of people have got into them. Problem with Inaki Williams, as you can see, a massive alarm bell there with the weak foot. I said that the weak foot isn't too crazy, but 2-star weak foot is horrendous. We can't be having that. in my opinion, especially if you need him to score with the left foot. But let me know in the comments if you've used him and his left foot's fine, because as I say, some cards feel completely different in game than they actually do. 4-star skills though: high, medium, 6'1", 94 pace, 79 shooting, 72 passing, 78 dribble, 81 physical. Like Richarlison, like I said, he's that like target man, big man up top with a load of pace. Obviously this guy's got a lot more pace compared to Richarlison, but he's just going to be that target man type player who you can sort of play off and use like faster wingers or whatever you really want to do with him. Just a load of pace in him. Definitely recommend looking at getting him, but for me, he's not my go-to guy because of the weak foot. One of the guys who I used in my Red Glory, my first ever week of it, is João Felix. I was using him as central cam because this guy is not good as a striker or winger. I'll go into detail reason why after we've gone over his stats. So 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 81 pace, 81 shooting, 74 passing, 83 dribble. That pace is way too low for a striker or a winger. You're not going to be able to get past anyone on them wide positions or through the middle, like on one-on-one with their defenders. But as a cam, he will do them runs from deep, and it's harder for him to get picked up. And obviously, he's just got the right amount of pace. I think I had a hunter on him, and he was fine in that sort of aspect. But on the ball, this guy is probably one of the best players I've showed you out of all of them. Obviously, he's got that 5-star skills, really good. 5'11", so he's got quite a big frame. He's kind of got like that Kaká frame, so definitely look to get João Felix into his team if you're looking for a cam. And obviously it gives you links to like Laurent and so on, which is also nice. And even like you can hybrid La Liga into League One with Gales and Myers from the Portugal link, which is also nice. And then let's get into the more pricier options here. We've got Gabriel Jesus as one of them. This guy is this guy is a handful. When I play against him on Weekend League, for some reason this guy gives me serious issues. He's so hard to get off the ball. He hasn't got like crazy pace either, which is kind of like, it doesn't make sense. Usually people with crazy pace are the ones who are hard to get off the ball because they're just like, he's got the wide body type, and if he had the wide body type with like 90 pace, this guy would probably be one of the best in the game. He's definitely one of the top 20 strikers I think in this game. But yeah, 5'9", high, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, 85 pace, 82 shooting, 72 passing, 87 dribble, and 72 physical. If he just had more pace, I'm telling you, this guy would be unreal. But I used him in my Red Glory for like, I think half of the games, but I wanted to get Costa in, so I changed them two around. He was so hard to get off the ball for the opponent. I think it's just something to do with his body type, with the good dribbling and decent enough pace to actually, you know, body some of these defenders. So definitely recommend looking at to get him into your team if you're trying to get that next upgrade in your Premier League strikers. Jesus is definitely a viable option. Another viable option for you guys, the King Rat himself, Venny. Obviously he's got his inform, which is another option if you guys want to do the upgrade to him. But we'll go over his normal gold card here. 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot, high, 5'7", 84 pace, 83 shooting, 77 pass, 87 dribble, 63 physical. Just like Jesus, he's super hard to get off the ball. So it must be the combination of being fairly small, wide body type, and good dribbling. I think that might be like the combination what are key here when it comes to these attackers who are hard to get off the ball. So Venny, he's like literally like I think in the FIFA community we know him as the King Rat. He's a glitchy guy. I was going to swear, but he's a very glitchy guy. And super hard to get off the ball, but super clinical. 88 finishing and 83 shot power. He feels like he's got like 92 shot power. Honestly, this guy can hit rockets for days. And obviously he's got that 5-star weak foot, which is obviously a nice combination with that. You could use him as a striker. I think he's just got the right amount of pace, but I would rather use him as a central cam in a 4-2-3-1 to get the best out of him. I wouldn't use him out wide because he's obviously too slow, and you want to use his glitchiness through the middle. So look to get Venny if you're looking for that League One top tier striker. But there is a way better League One top tier striker coming up very soon. Up next, I'll give you another option from the Serie A. It's Dries Mertens. Obviously, he's got the rule breaker card, and the rule breaker card actually looks really nice as a striker. 88 pace, 90 shooting, 81 pass, 84 dribble. But his goal card's got 86 pace, 82 shooting, 80 pass, 89 dribble. 5'7", high low, 4-star, 4-star. Great player to have into your team if you're going for that cheap Serie A team. The good thing about Serie A players, a lot of them are cheap because their links are usually very limited, and you know, there's just so many options, which makes the price go down. I know a lot of people last year like to do the Gomez, Mertens, Insigne combination. I think there was one more, but I can't remember on the top of my head. So if you get them midgets from Serie A, you're going to be a handful, especially like a 4-2-3-1. I think this guy could be really good in that central cam position or as a striker. Can you even use him on the wing low-key if you really want? But if you're going for that Serie A, you probably want to use Gomez and Insigne as the winger options. Up next, we've got we're ramping up the price here. I think this guy is like 150k, I want to say. It might be less, it might be more. I'm not really too sure. 6 foot, medium, right foot, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Anthony Martial, 89 pace, 83 shooting, 74 pass, 87 dribble, 72 physical. Absolute handful. Very similar, I would say, to Richarlison, especially the way they feel in game, like with the dribbling and so on. But obviously Martial's got that extra pace, which just gives him that advantage over Richarlison. Problem with Martial as well, he doesn't have the greatest of weak foot. If he was 4-star, that would be an absolute wombo combo. He's definitely one of the players to look up for. I don't know why I've just used wombo combo. That's like, I always say like 4-star is like a minimum for my attackers, and now I've got a name for it, the wombo combo. That would make Martial though as an elite attacker. But yeah, definitely a good option as a striker for you guys if you're looking for a French player. As you can see, he's French, plays for Man United, and he's in the Premier League. It's so many ways you can go with him to combine them with other players. With the chemistry wise, you can go Ousmane Dembele into Martial and stuff like that. So look to get him into your team if you're looking for somebody to help you build your teams, like hybrid it wise, but also be very good in game. Another player who is similar to Martial in the sense of like where he plays at and whatnot, but he's super hard to link due to what club he plays for and also the nationality. He plays for Gabon, I think his nationality is. 6'2", high, right foot, 4-star, 93 pace, 86 shooting, 75 passing, 81 dribble. It's obviously a Aubameyang we're talking about here. He does lack that sort of dribbling sort of aspects, but when it comes to pace and finishing, putting the ball in the back of the net, this guy has got it all what you need. You could definitely use him as a wide winger if you want, as like how people used to use CR7. That's definitely an option for you guys, but I think a lot of people will use him as that like target man type striker. Same as Richarlison, same as Nike Williams, same as CR7. It gives you that option up top. But yeah, he's super hard to link obviously with Arsenal. There isn't any other really top tier players who you can link him with. I think Partey could be an option now though. With his one-to-watch cards, he might even get an inform because apparently he was quite decent against Man United, so maybe that could be an option for sure. I think he's already had an inform actually as well. Has he? I'm not too sure actually. But yeah, you could link him into him if you want, or you could just surround him around Premier League players and his chemistry will be fine. And another Premier League striker to end the trio of Premier League top-tier strikers, Timo Werner. Obviously, he's got all these inform one-to-watches, FUT Champs cards, but obviously we'll go over his gold card. This guy is a handful. It must, he's 5'11". It must be that wide body type what's the problem of getting the ball off him, because Werner's very similar to the Jesus in the fact that he's super hard to get the ball off, but obviously Werner's got is a lot more pace than Jesus, so he can make the most of this like situation where it's super hard to get the ball, but you can just burst away with the pace as well. Got 91 pace, 85 shooting, 69 power, 84 dribble, 71 physical, 5'11", high medium, 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Just a very pacey striker for you guys. Like I said, he's got that wide body type, super hard to get off the ball, and an absolute clinical finisher as well in front of goal. It's kind of like Jamie Vardy, but I guess plays with Chelsea, and he's got a wide body type instead of a thin body type, so take that how you want. Obviously his passing's lacking, but that's not really too much of an issue for a striker. We're just trying to get him behind the defense and putting the ball in the back of the net, and Werner can definitely do that for you. And let's get into the top 2 players of this game when it comes to strikers, and these are obviously the elite players. They are 1 mil plus type players. As I said at the start of the intro, we're not covering the icons. If you guys want me to cover icons, I can happily do that for you guys at a later date, but for now obviously we're covering the strikers, the gold strikers, and Mbappe is one of them. This guy, unbelievable this year. 5'10", high-low, right-footed, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 96 pace, 86 shooting, 78 pass, 91 dribbles, 76 physical. A lot of people would like to know, like, who should they build their team around? A lot of people go Neymar, Ronaldo, or Mbappe. Like, that's the three people are looking at. I would say if you're trying to build a team, look to get Mbappe because he's so easy to link with other players because he's obviously French and there's so many top tier, cheap, overpowered French midfielders and defenders and attackers to link Mbappe with. Look to get Mbappe in for that reason if you're trying to build, like, if you want that one superstar player and then build around him. Best thing with Mbappe as well, he can play striker or winger as well, so you can play him right mid, left mid if you've got crazy budget like myself, or you can use him as a striker, and he's probably one of the literally top 2 strikers in the game. He might be better than a striker than CR7, but because he's a better winger than CR7, for me, that's why I use Mbappe out wide over CR7. But Mbappe is definitely an option for you guys, and I don't know if I showed his actual like in-game stats, but he's just crazy. We know what Mbappe's got. The 5-star skills is crazy to have. Loads of fucking pace. This guy's ridiculous. 96 pace. It's just, he's a handful. He's a handful. Definitely, as I said, if you're looking for a guy to build a team around long term, Mbappe is your main guy, I think, to do it. But we've got CR7, who is one of my favourite players this year. This guy this year is unbelievable. 87, that was the acceleration, but high low, 6'2", 5-star skills, 4-star weak for 89 pace, 93 shooting, 81 pass, 89 dribbles, 77 physical, 77 physical. I couldn't even say it then. 77 physical. This guy is a handful this year. I'm not really too sure what's the difference compared to this year to last year. It might just be because of how good skill moves are. And obviously him being super strong and super like hard to get off the ball with the combination of 5-star skills and also a decent amount of pace, that might make him that elite striker this year. And for me, he, as a striker, as I said, him and Mbappe are both up there right next to each other. But the finishing, the shot power from CR7, you can't shy away from it. And obviously he's really good in the air as well with the 95 jumping and 90 physical, 90 heading, sorry. So yeah, if you're looking for that all-round package when it comes to a natural striker like a number 9, CR7 is your option. Mbappe was that guy to help you build a team, and you could do a lot of stuff with Mbappe compared to Ronaldo, where it's super hard to give him links. So yeah, that is it for the video, guys. This is the best strikers in FIFA 21. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is going to be like a new series as well, what we're bringing to you guys. We're doing the strikers, wingers, midfielders, the centre-backs, right back, left back, goalkeepers and that and so on. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you are new or you haven't already. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.